Hi Leo, welcome to your October General Love Tarot reading. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a General Love Tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Leo. This is a general reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Leo. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Leo and cross watchers that energy is fluid. This simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped, reversed. That's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you're just here for the card pull, I completely understand. You can go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you who are with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Leo. All right, Leo, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for October. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, anyone dealing with the Leo, what is going on? What do you need to be aware of? So with whatever happens, you'll be fully prepared in the month of October. So tell me about the energy surrounding Leo in October for their love life. Leo, we have wish. And it says, your heart's desire is ready to come true. Okay, and just because this is a wishbone, this is like an American tradition, so I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but it's like almost giving me like Thanksgiving vibes where you pull the wishbone to see who's getting their wish to come true. So maybe there's something happening in October where it's gonna like gradually build in the positive direction for something big to happen in November, okay? That's just confirmations for some of you guys. But yeah, definitely with this wish card here, there's a wish that is being fulfilled, or there's a wish that is in the process of being fulfilled. So if you are feeling really good energy around a specific person, a specific situation in your love life, I think you have every reason to be a bit excited about it. Tell me more about this energy for Leo. Okay, then we have Sabo. Look at that X here. We have X marks the spot, and it says gifts, both in the sense of sacrifice and of generosity, indicating balance, all matters in relation to exchanges, including contracts, personal relationships, and partnerships. So this is definitely maybe like a contract between the two of you, making something official, someone wanting to like definitely pursue something more serious here. I wonder if there is someone that has a little bit of a gift for you that they want to give you because they thought of you, they thought you would like it, and maybe that will be given to you in October. It feels like jewelry, almost like a pendant or necklace, a ring, bracelet. Again, doesn't have to be for everyone, but I definitely feel as if there's going to be an exchange here, and it's going to be an equal exchange. It's going to be one that is both-sided. I think both of you want this, and that's why you guys are kind of coming to this agreement here. Ooh, I love it. Okay, tell me more. Tell me more about this energy for Leo. I'm seeing the letter J, T, or 2 letters, obviously, so like Justin or Jennifer or Tim or Tina, first, middle, last initial can mean something to someone. Then we have mastery here. Look at that. And it says you've learned the spiritual lesson. So this was definitely something that you've been wanting for a long time. You've been hoping for a long time. And there's definitely been its ups and downs. But I think you guys have made it through the worst part of this connection. And I think that you guys are meant to kind of learn something very powerful about each other, or have awakened something very powerful within each other that is meant to kind of now elevate the whole relationship, the whole connection, the frequency has been elevated through the harder times you had to go through. And maybe it was particularly hard in August or September, but now you guys made it through that. And I think there's something that's meant to be solidified. It's meant to be kind of cemented here. And I think you guys both learned something very powerful about each other, that it's kind of making you guys bond at a deeper level. It's making you understand each other at a deeper level. And spiritually, you guys have affected each other in powerful ways that just physical sense and alone cannot do. Wow. Let's get into the tarot. Okay, so tell me about this, Spirit. We have the 8 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. You could be dealing with the Sagittarius, or someone with strong Sagittarius in their chart. 3 of Wands. I'm going to get all the cards out first, and then we'll do a deep dive. But so far, a lot of fire. Look at that. Water energy, too. Oh, the sun. Beautiful. Let's come through, Leo. Some of you could possibly be dealing with another Leo or someone with strong Leo in their chart. Yeah. Okay. So bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. This has taken some time. Virgo energy. I do feel someone was a little bit more withdrawn, a little bit more safeguarding, a little bit more quiet. Someone definitely felt like maybe being single for some time and not making that big jump was a lot more safe than going for something so quickly. So I do feel like with the Hermit card here, maybe someone may have had to withdraw a little bit from this connection, pull their energy back. And I think it gave the other person a big wake-up call, or at least an understanding of how much they missed you, how much they kind of missed your energy and didn't like that feeling of not having you there if you were the one to choose to kind of pull back a bit. It made them reflect a lot about themselves. It made them reflect a lot about the important things in life, especially what they want in their love life. So where they may have thought it was just easier to be single because there's no strings attached, they kind of have a new perspective now because of that withdrawal. And I think like it was a silent manifestation that was going on here. It was like, okay, I did all that I could. It's their turn now. I'm going to pull back and see what happens. And that's kind of what made them go internal and see, you know, despite my fears or despite my previous understanding or ideas of what I wanted my love life to look like, what is the truth here? And I think you've shown them that truth and showed them that awakening and that reflection that has really made them decide clearly that there's something special here, that there's something that they can have with you here. And they don't want to like sabotage this for themselves anymore. And I do feel like this is someone who's been single for some time. So maybe that's why it took them some, you know, a slower pace to kind of be more open to a commitment. So let's get into this. At the dead center, we have the 8 of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy, so fast moving energy. I think if things have been slow or things were on a pause, I mean, if you haven't heard from them soon, I think you will. I think it will be through a text message, phone call, DM, definitely with the 8 of Wands. And it's almost like picking up where you guys left off. Like they're excited that you picked up the phone. They're excited that you guys are, you know, responding to their messages at all. Let's just say if there was a withdrawal. And if there wasn't so much a withdrawal, then maybe it was just, again, like it took so much time and so much patience for someone to open up. And I don't know, something happened maybe in September, Virgo season, that made them say, all right, this is it. I got it. I'm ready to open up. I'm ready to give this a shot. I want to pursue this. I want to be more active in this. And you're going to see that pursuit in action. And maybe that's really what you're wishing for, is more, you know, action on their end. Maybe you felt like it was one-sided for some time. Not anymore, Leo. Not after October. What's crossing this is the 3 of Wands. Aries energy. So this is the manifestation energy that I was kind of talking about here, especially if there had to be distance between the two of you. It was like a silent call. And I do think you had high hopes. Like I feel from what you guys have been able to build, it wasn't something that could easily be swept to the side, easily ignored, not at all. And they felt your energy very powerfully from this distance, Leo. And I think that with that idea you sent out there of I'm doing kind of what's best for me and kind of hoping if they could catch up, hoping that they can realize this, was a really good strategy to do about this. Especially like you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to push it to it enough. You need to see it from them. And I think by having the separation or space for some of you guys really made them kind of feel like they have to meet you at your level. Absolutely. Others of you, this could be an enhancement card or a challenge card here. And I think with the Three of Wands, it's like that mutual want to, for a challenge for some time, it was like that mutual showing or display that there's a want to kind of make this grow stronger and make this more cemented, to be more for each other. And again, with Eight of Wands and Three of Wands, there could be long distance here, which is a big challenge. And maybe someone is finally deciding to visit more often, or maybe even move closer. That could be a topic of conversation in October that someone is excited about, and maybe even moving towards the area that you guys are in, or it could even be different countries for some of you, okay? But I feel with this Three of Wands that this is something that someone has been silently hoping for, watching and waiting to see if it would manifest. And I think it's manifesting in October, absolutely. Someone's a really good kisser, and I think they think you're a very good kisser. And someone could also have red hair, red tinted hair. What's crowning this is the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. Yeah, so they reminisce and think about you a lot. Think about what you guys have experienced with each other, that there's some good memories there. And it hits them in the heart, thinking about what they've experienced with you. They've gone through pictures that you two took, or that you sent each other, if there is distance. They went through those a lot recently. And I think that that's been kind of stirring up some of these emotions here. I feel with the Six of Cups energy that there's a longing for you that they still feel doesn't have to be a longing. There could be something that could push them to want to do more with this, to want to show you how they felt. And maybe this has been a long time coming, as far as them kind of putting these feelings in the back burner or trying to kind of hide them. If there was a separation or a break, it's made it way more prevalent. Kind of hit them like a brick wall, honestly, Leo. And I feel with this Six of Cups here crowning this reading, there's this, if it's still kind of silent, I think you guys are feeling each other's energy more and more, or having these, you know, flashbacks, these memories, or like finding pictures or videos of a, you know, a date you guys went on, trips you went on. That's kind of Spirit's way of putting this into their awareness to remind them of the powerful connection you two have. And they're getting reminded of it quite a bit now, Leo. It's hard for them to escape it. What's rooting this? The Sun card. Leo energy. I mean, you make each other happy. You make each other feel, when things are good and you're around each other, there's just this unbound energy between the two of you. You make each other excited. You make each other feel safe. I do feel like the months of June and July were really good for you guys. And I think those moments and those memories are still things that like kind of showed them proof of how good this can be between the two of you. I feel with the Sun card here, there's like an illumination that is now so prevalent to them about how much you mean to them and how much this connection has touched them that they can't unsee it now. It's like shining brightly in their eyes. They can't look away. I do want to clarify this Sun card here. I want to see what was added to this awakening. Tell me more about the Sun. Ten of Swords. Yeah, definitely some of you guys had to go through a breakup or a break or a separation. Ten of Cups. Oh my goodness. 10-10 is officially here. So your birthday could be August 10th, or you could be a cusper with August 20th or July 20th. Bottom of the deck, we have Judgment. Whoa. This is a powerful combination here. Gemini energy, Pisces energy, and fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy with Scorpio energy as well. So I think a part of them kind of realized that this break does not have to be the end all do all. And possibly they got a sign, I don't know if it was a gut feeling, some sort of motivation from Spirit that you decide if this is ending by letting Leo walk away, by letting Leo stay a distance from you. You could reverse this. You could make something out of this, because Leo does want this with you, but Leo isn't going to do it by themselves. There has to be equal give or take. There has to be equality in showing that this is something that you want, not something that's just given. that's for granted. So they definitely saw or got some realization big time, some sign about you that has really opened their eyes. Judgment wouldn't be here without that. They saw the truth very, very clearly here of the two paths they can go down. And they know that if they just let this fall apart, they won't be happy. Not as happy, at least. You fulfilled something in their love life, and maybe it took this ending to make them really realize that. And that holding your ground and staying, you know, powerful in your energy showed them a lot about your essence, your warmth, and what you're willing to do to protect your light. And they kind of respected you out of that, Leo. Gotta say, someone has beautiful eyelashes. I don't know if it's natural or someone gets eyelash extensions or whatever. Really pretty eyelashes. In the recent past, we have the 10 of Pentacles. This is interesting. Virgo energy. So for some of you guys, there is something like this realization, whatever it was, this sign, this gut feeling, this awakening that made them decide that this is something that they want to commit to, that they're ready to commit to. And if they took too long, now's the time to kind of own up to it and see what they can do if there is a way of fixing this or a way of approaching this in a more serious way. They've been asking their family, their friends, or their close inner circle about what to do with this. And I think that they gave them the advice to go for it with you, Leo. I think they think you guys are a good match. I think they think you guys would get along really well with each other and that you guys have the potential to be like a power couple. So I wonder if both of you have like really successful careers. Both of you have made a lot of money for yourself. So that's like not an issue here between the two of you. And that even like if you guys were to come together, it would be like an unstoppable force. You would be that it couple that everyone would want to be. And I think that there's already friends and family members that see the two of you that way. And maybe even some of you guys, again, if it's not a full-on breakup or separation, there's just some distance there. Maybe they brought up recently about like you meeting the family or you meeting, you know, going back to their hometown, maybe for the holidays, to start introducing you as someone serious. And that may have been like the first big step for you to see that this is something that they're finally understanding, awakening to, and being more open to, as far as you guys being more out in the public or you guys being more committed to one another, definitely. I mean, Leo, I do think this is something you've been wanting with this person for a while, visualizing with this person, and what you're visualizing or have been visualizing for some time is finally ready to manifest. If there had to be a break, that was a good strategy. I think that break completely woke them up. And sometimes it just has to be that way. I know it's frustrating, but I think like sometimes someone really has to like understand the loss of something to truly value it. So I think this is definitely an instance where this could be a comeback for the two of you, or maybe even like if it wasn't, like I said, a full-on breakup separation, just the distance that maybe was starting to happen more and more with the Hermit, like you were slowly just kind of pulling away, slowly kind of just losing hope in this, is really what gave them the spark to do something. All right, Leo. To see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to end of the month, you need to be aware of and prepared for. We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome, pull some more tarot, oracle cards, just dive deeper into this. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more clarity answers for you in the extended reading. So if you'd like to join me for the extended, open up the description box of this video where you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where I depart, Leo, I really hope this resonated with you, and I hope that this has given you the clarity, insight, healing, and guidance that you were looking for by watching this message. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Leo, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Leo.